Hello everyone, it's Tammy Pally, aka the Crafty Princess and Doll Collector, and this is a follow-up video to a video I posted a while ago that has had a lot of traffic on it, and because of that a lot of comments have been posted under the video, which included questions. And even though I did answer the questions over there on the video, and by the way, the title of the video, and I'll put a link down in the description of this video, but the title of that video that I'm talking about is called Blythe Dolls, Fake aka Factory Dolls versus Real Takara Dolls. And in that video I actually had the two dolls together and tried to do a comparison, because when I was really new to the Blythe doll hobby, I was very curious about what the difference was between a real one and a fake one. And so I attempt to discuss that in that particular video, and it's been pretty popular. So there's a number of questions that came up that people posted, and I thought it would be helpful to do this follow-up video and address those questions in a little bit more detail than what I did, replying back to people. And in fact, I might even do like a couple of follow-up videos, because there was a lot of discussion, which was wonderful. And if you have something to add to this discussion and down below, please go ahead and post it in the comments. So one of the first questions that somebody asked me, and I have a list here so I don't forget, was can you buy Blythe in Hong Kong? They specifically mentioned Hong Kong. So yes, by golly, if you're in Hong Kong, Japan, and Singapore, you will be able to, lucky you, buy a Blythe actually in a store. And there are a number of stores that have both brick and mortar type stores, like CC Toys is in Hong Kong, and it's actually a physical store in Hong Kong. And then CC Toys has a website as well. That's where I've gotten all of my stock Blythe dolls at this point. And then Junie Moon, that's the more well-known Junie Moon, that is in Japan. Again, Junie Moon has a website. Junie Moon has an actual physical store in Japan. Another one is Mandrake, that's Japan. Magma Heritage is Singapore. I will put a link to, there's it's called BlytheLife.com blog that has wonderful, very helpful information about Blythe dolls, and there's this particular post in there that talks about finding these dolls in Hong Kong. So yeah, definitely Asia, you are lucky, because you can actually go into a store, a doll store, and buy a Blythe. America, not so much. Canada, no. I have posted, because I thought I heard somebody say that they had bought these dolls before in the US or Australia, but according to most people that have replied to my messages on Facebook, Australia, very limited. They occasionally have found like a store that had a Blythe, and then that Blythe was gone, and they never saw any more Blythes again, because of course Asia is not that far, comparatively speaking, as the US from Australia. So they can go back and forth fairly easily. But yeah, otherwise, yeah, no luck if you're in the US. You can't just go into a Blythe store. And when I posted that, somebody had actually come up with a good comment related to that. And his reminder was, the reason why this is so is because the manufacturer, Takara, they have a license. And so not just anybody can sell these dolls. They have to get them from the manufacturer and become a certified retailer. That it's very similar to if you were in the US and you wanted to buy something that was Disney related. Disney, the places that sell Disney products have permission from Disney to sell those products. So that's kind of the way it is. There's a licensing agreement, and that's why some places you can buy Disney stuff. And in fact, even though you see Disney stuff all over the place, there are some Disney items that you can only find at Disney, so yeah, so that's the good and the bad about that. So another question that somebody posted, and this is exactly how it was written, so I am not exactly sure what this person meant. I did not get a reply back from my reply to the question, but the question was, how much are mini real ones, M-I-N-I? And there is no such thing as an M-I-N-I real doll from Takara. there are three types of Blythe dolls. There are the Neos, which are this size here, the bigger sized ones. And then there are the Middie, which I think that's what the person meant, Middie. Right, and then there are the Petite, which are teeny tiny, like 4 inches. So those are the three sizes. And you would think, if you didn't know any better, you would think, well, a smaller doll would cost less, right, than the bigger doll. Not so much. And this is not just true with Blythe dolls, but really other types of dolls, ball jointed dolls, other types of dolls it's also true. Why, I don't know, because you think, okay, there's less material, less pieces and parts to make it, but that's just the way it is. So the Middies, they range anywhere from about 150 or so. I think the least expensive I've seen, and this is retail, this isn't like buying them, you know, used or anything like that. I think the least expensive I've seen is around $118 for a Middie. As far as, and this is the end of 2016 that I am recording this, so stuff can change. And then as far as the Petite, I've seen them around $60 or so. So yeah, they're not necessarily less expensive. And in fact, what's interesting is I've noticed, because I have been curious about the Middie dolls, the Middies are very similar to the Neo size, except for their eyes don't change color. They have a little rolly thing in the back of their heads, kind of similar to a pull-up, and that they can move their eyes from side to side, but they don't change color. They're very cute. And you can actually buy fake Middie dolls now, just like you can buy fake Neos, but they also are not necessarily cheaper. Most of the Middies I've seen, I think the cheapest fake Middie I've seen is maybe around, I want to say $25 or $30, and probably they haven't been really, to me the quality hasn't, they look kind of funky looking. The nicer looking ones are about $50, and you can actually buy a fake Neo sized for $50 really too. So yeah, I have not bought a Middie at this point. I'm very curious, but if you buy them, they have different size clothing and shoes and everything, so that opens up a whole big old can of worms. The Petite, I actually have a video. I have one over there, that one little Petite fake doll that I bought that was busted when I got it out of the mail, and the retailer said, "Too bad, fix it yourself." So, and I think I paid like $10 for her, so oh well. And I haven't fixed her. She's still blind. I need to fix her eyes. But anyway, yeah, you can buy them fake as well. Okay. Somebody asked me if they weighed the same, if a fake Blythe doll weighed the same as a real Blythe doll, and I thought that was actually very interesting. And so what did I do here? So if you just hold them in your hands, I don't think there's a really noticeable significant difference. And of course this can vary because of the amount of hair. One doll might have like a ton of hair, and another doll might have less hair. And I ended up weighing a fake one and a real one. I wrote this down here. And I found that the fake one weighed 10 grams less. The ones that I weighed was Cherry Beach. This is the real Cherry Beach here. So I weighed her, and I don't remember which fake one I weighed. This gal here's a fake, by the way. She looks like she's kind of obviously a knockoff of the Mango doll, but she is a fake doll. So very little, if any, difference. I actually tried to use my regular bathroom scale, and nothing even registered for either of them. And so then I used a jewelry making scale that I have that use for stones, and so it's smaller. So that then it registered. But other than 10 grams, I don't think is that big a deal. But yeah, there was a little bit of a difference. So interesting. And let's see. Somebody also asked, do you know where I can buy clothes for Neo Blythes? Oh, goodness gracious, there are so many places. I might even do just a video about, in fact, I could probably do multiple videos. I have actually done a lot of videos related to Blythe clothes that I have purchased, and so I would suggest doing that. you know, going over there and checking out the videos that I have for like Dolly haul videos or Dolly mail videos, those kinds of things. But there's tons and tons of places on Etsy. Most of the places that sell the dolls as well, like Junie Moon and CC Toys, also sell doll clothing for Neo-sized dolls. And also Sparkle Girls. I have some videos about the Sparkle Girls dolls. Some clothing, some of those will fit them as well, and you can get those at Walmart. But rather than go and talk about it for like a half hour about where you can buy these clothes, I'll say first go ahead and check those out. And there are other YouTube folks out there who also do a lot of videos related to doll clothing for their Blythe. Some of them, in fact, like Maiden Sweet, if you probably, she's big time, so she has, in fact, I found a few places through Maiden Sweet. She posted the links for them. And she does these dolly dress-up videos that are wonderful. They're kind of relaxing and just sweet, and I really like to watch those. So usually she'll mention also in those dolly dress-up videos where she purchased the clothes. So yeah, like I said, that's probably going to be a future video. I don't want to make this super long, and like I said, there were a lot of other questions, so I think I'm going to kind of wrap it up here and maybe do another one after this. So, you know, you'll probably see some more follow-up videos related to the comments that came up with my video related to fake and real Blythe dolls. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure you subscribe and have a wonderful dolly day. Bye.